In the second recording for Math 240 W01 Spring 2013, we are continuing to look at the syllabus or the course outline, and we are picking up with the written exams. There will be 2 3-chapter exams that you must take. The exams are administered in one of the 2 testing centers at the college during 1-week time periods listed on the assignment sheet. The exams will be open notes and homework, but not open book. A calculator is permitted, in fact almost required, and must be brought to the testing center by the student. Students must provide information on which of the 2 testing centers they will be using at Fredericksburg or Locust Grove on the information lab that they will be completing. A photo ID is required to take a test, and you should plan to arrive at least an hour and a half before closing to allow sufficient time to complete the exam. Students who miss an exam must contact me by phone or email within 24 hours of the due date of the exam in order to schedule a makeup exam. Documentation such as a doctor's note will be required. Any missed exam must be made up within a week of the original due date, or it will be recorded as a 0. Exam grades will be posted within a week of the due date. Online office hours by appointment. In addition to my regularly scheduled office hours, I will be available for online office hours by appointment. Students should email me requesting a time to meet online, and provide me with a list of possible times for the online meeting. The instructor will respond to the student's email with instructions on the meeting and the time. The discussion board, please follow the rules of netiquette as listed here and also as described later on in this course outline. Please treat others as you would wish to be treated. Don't use foul language or name calling. Watch out, because all caps is considered shouting. Please express your difference of opinion with respect and courtesy, and you should report any violations to me. Final project. In lieu of an exam on the last 3 chapters, you will be completing a final project. This will be an individual project that will demonstrate your ability to apply the concepts learned in the course. Emphasis will be placed on the final 3 chapters studied in the course, chapters 6, 7, and 8. That project will be divided into parts that will be collected on various due dates during the last 6 weeks of the course. The grade on the project will be computed by adding the points accumulated on the various parts of the project and dividing by the total points possible on it. So complete instructions and rubrics with point values will be located on the project sheets that will be located under the labs button. At this point, I think I'll put it under the labs button. Later on, I may actually just create a project button. Students should follow the guidelines for academic honesty located in this course outline for the creation of the project. Okay, I have a list of the important dates for the semester. Those are there. Attendance policy. I have the college attendance policy, which more so applies to face-to-face classes. So my additional policy, because it is an online course, students must register for my math lab, complete the first 2 weeks of assignments on or before January 21st, 2013. Those who do not will be administratively withdrawn from the course. Online attendance is recorded by the student logging into and working within the Blackboard and or my math lab sites 4 times each week. Okay, because this is an online class, it will continue even if the college is closed, unless there are widespread power outages. In that case, I will award an extension to the entire class, and that information will be sent out by email and also posted as an announcement. Emergency procedures applies to a face-to-face class, as does the food electronics food classroom policy. Academic honesty, again, you want to review this when working on your project. Disability information, if you have a disability and need accommodations, you should contact the coordinator of disability services at the counseling center and receive the required letter, which then should be sent to me. Academic services, we have tutoring services that includes Smart Thinking, which is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week service that's available to Germana students. Also, we have student peer tutoring, which you can make an appointment for individual tutoring, and we have walk-in tutoring that is available at both Fredericksburg and Locust Grove. We have what's called a math center now. Academic Computing Center, we have those on each campus and location. You can use this in the event your computer breaks down. Testing services, the testing centers are located at Locust Grove and Fredericksburg. And before you go to take your first test, I do recommend that you go to this web page and print the brochure so you know that what the policies are there. Observation of netiquette, I have additional items here like the using all caps, that you don't want to do that. You want to make sure you update the subject field. I've mentioned that before. Color text and background colors are problematic. Return receipt requested is problematic, so don't do that. Grammar and spell check, please try to check your spelling and so forth. Grading policy, the labs will count 15%, online homework 20%, the quizzes 20%, the exams count 30%, and the final project counts 15%. So be aware that I use a weighted average. We're going to study weighted averages in this course, and I'll go over an example showing how I would compute your grade. So don't use the points. I know the points appear in Blackboard. Don't use the points. It's not done that way. It is a weighted average. So, and I use the 10-point scale. I have the homework assignments listed on the tentative course schedule, and again, I do recommend that I separated this out to make it a separate document. I do recommend that you post this near your computer. You'll notice I have listed here everything that's due the first week. This is the due date for the first week. All assignments are due at 11:59 p.m. on the given date unless otherwise noted. The one major exception is the exams are due when the testing centers close. Week 2 is more of a normal week. So you can see reading chapter 1, printing the lecture notes, watching the recorded lectures and sample problems. You want to find those under the lectures button. Then do the online homework for the same sections. And all of that is due 1/21/2013. From this point on, I'm using capital B, little b to represent Blackboard and MML to represent my math lab. Now, for this class, most of the materials are in my math lab. Week 3, you can see you have a chapter 1 quiz, you have sections to read, homework to do, you have another lab, you have to post to the discussion board question. So, and so it goes until the first exam is week 5. Okay, and you can see it goes on again. And the second exam is week 10. And then you have your project that will be due on the 22nd of April. And then the very last thing you have is a quiz on chapter 8. So that's basically how it goes in the course. So in the next recording, we'll take a little tour of Blackboard, and then we'll take a tour in the next recording of my math lab.